Good morning. How are you all? I decided that I'm gonna do something different. I I I just thought I'd go live today. I did it a couple days ago, and it it was great. And so I thought, let me do it again. So today is Saturday, and Saturday is the day. Hello, hi everybody. Saturday is the day that is governed by Saturn, and Saturn is currently at the 13th degree of Aquarius, and the moon is in Capricorn. So we have this double Saturn day. Hi everybody, how y'all doing? Okay, I'm excited because you guys are here live with me. So I wanted to come in today and talk about just the energy of what it really means right now in the astrology to be building a new reality, and it's it's really something that is kind of surreal because the world is kind of functioning like the circus that it's always been. Like I remember when I started to realize that, oh, this is fucking what it is. It's not getting any different. Like it was around when George Bush was president, not the senior, the junior, or George W. And I was like, oh, this is the game. This is how it's played. And then when Barack Obama was elected, I thought, oh well, maybe we're gonna actually really change this system. And then I realized, oh no, we're not. We're not gonna change it. It's not happening. It's not happening. So I I got busy starting to wonder, like, well, what is it that's my responsibility to do here, and how can it really change? And then that's when there are a lot of things that happen in my life, but I came upon astrology and realized that our current construct is over. And because I've studied history and then started studying the cosmology and all of that, I realized that, oh, we're moving through this great, what people are calling the last days, or that Mayan calendar stuff that was going on in the Bibles, like Revelations. And that stuff is real. It just isn't real the way we think it was. Meteorites are not falling out of the sky. A man is not descending down from the heavens. That's not what's happening, right? But there's still something that is happening, and it is an energetic shift because we live in an energetic system. So, really, all it means is that the energy of that last system is totally collapsing and new energy is being born. And Saturn is so important to that. Good morning. Good morning. Saturn is so important to that because Saturn is cause and effect. Saturn is karma. We give karma and cause and effect. We give it this negative connotation, but it's not negative at all. It's just what it is. Karma and cause and effect are just what they are. When you breathe in, you're going to breathe out. Like that is just what it is. And Saturn governs this 3D reality. It governs the earth realm. So it's important that we understand that what we do here is a cause and effect thing. What you put out here is going to come back. Now, sometimes that is what we call negative things, right? But you don't have to make it negative. Here's the thing, as human beings, we're here to experience the all of it. The thing that I've seen in astrology is that astrology is, it's spectrum. It's a spectrum. So you can be on the negative end of a spectrum or the positive end of a spectrum. It's okay, whatever it is. Now, the question is, does it feel good to you, right? Sometimes we like to suffer. Sometimes we like pain. Sometimes that's exactly what we need. We need to be on the negative end. And then when we get that lesson, where we're like, okay, I've had enough of this fire. Let me go to the positive end, or let me make my way, because it's, like, how do you get from the negative spectrum to the positive, right? So this is Saturn, but Saturn in Aquarius, y'all. Saturn in Aquarius is going back to the blueprint, right? And this is the work that I have been doing. And if I start to cry, please forgive me, because I'm so emotional about this stuff, because We're not taught to do it. We're not taught how to do it because this system wants to capture our energy and use it for its desires. So we're not taught how to build our own realities because the reality here is so consuming and greedy. And so we're taught to go to school and learn math and science and all these things that are really just supporting this Western reality. They don't have any real value truly in the cosmic expression of who we really are. And so, and so it just makes me sad that like I just feel so much emotion around the fact that our energies are being siphoned, and we're not, and we're not being taught to use them for enlightenment. And because if we're taught to use them for and towards enlightenment, then and here's the thing, we're changing and it's shifting, and we will be. It's turning a corner now, right? Because I'm talking about it, and there are thousands and millions probably people talking about this. It's just not in the media, right? But it's to understand what our powers and what our gifts are, right? So Saturn is, like I said, Saturn is a cause and effect. But Saturn in Aquarius is the unknown. It's the dimensions that we've not tapped into yet. It's the reality of that's beyond our it's beyond what we see. It's where we're going. And so how do we get to that? We get to that by having a vision. Like we need a vision for that. And it says, people will perish without a vision. And it's important to recognize that as the old energy is collapsing and the old structures are coming undone, we must have a vision. And you can feel it in your own life personally in the ways that you can. You can feel like maybe your relationships don't feel good anymore, or maybe your work life is just totally challenged and you can't contain it any longer. Maybe your friendship, you know what I mean? You can feel the old collapsing in you some way. Like you keep trying to band-aid it and put it back together and do the old things and it don't work anymore because it's over. It's done with. It's done and you can't go back, right? It's like, a house that's been burned down. You can't go back into a house that's burned down. So this Saturn in Aquarius requires a really amazing imagination. It requires, the ability to get curious and question and break your habits with old ways of being. And that's the thing that I'm working with right now, which is so, yes, this shift is grand. Absolutely. The thing that I'm working with right now inside of myself is, can I give myself permission to let go of the old ways of being? And this is unique for everyone, right? So for me, I have a thing inside of me that submits to the masculine, that just because I submit to the masculine because I am energetically afraid of the masculine's physical power. So there is a function in my brain that has me need permission from somebody outside of me. And I am like, I just am watching it and I'm studying and I'm like doing the deep work in my ancestral energetic field of women who really couldn't claim their power, who really didn't feel like they could do it because they were waiting on Jesus. You know what I mean? That's the conditioning. Waiting on somebody to come, waiting on somebody. And so I've been with it. And, the thing that I have discovered, I've been digging, praying, asking, Spirit, show me the power of the feminine. Show me the power of the feminine and where she does not need permission, where she understands. And I there's this Bobby Hemmett. I don't know if y'all know Bobby Hemmett, but he's a fantastic mystic, country, ghetto, and all that, and a mystic like nobody's business. And he said he has this thing on the oldest astrological like sculpture is what I'll say. and how it shows that the feminine created the masculine out of herself. Out of herself. Like, so that the masculine is an aspect of the feminine, a masculine aspect of the feminine. And so it's like even saying this out loud makes me feel like what I'm saying is a disgrace. I just have to say, I gotta tell on myself. I feel like I've just said blasphemy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And we see it in nature over and over and over again. That's why every woman, when she's pregnant, the first weeks or so of that pregnancy, that embryo is feminine, is female before it takes on. Now the masculine is within it, but it is the feminine that is the first. She is the one that says yes. And I have conversations with my male friends who are into this work, and and it's an interesting thing because our egos get involved, and there's a proving that starts to happen inside of me and them in a competition, and it hurts my feelings because I'm just trying to get back to the original idea of creation so that I can begin to build the reality that is one that is outside of this current construct. But it's in my mind. It's here. I got it. I'm already doing it on so many levels. And the thing is, it's like the universe, you have to, in order to build a new reality, you have to give the universe really as much information as you can for it to come and meet you. You have to create the container, the foundation, as powerfully as you can so that the universe can then come and say, oh, okay, great. She's ready. Boom. There it is. Right? And this is what I'm up to. But it's like, oh, can I give myself permission? Permission. Saturn in Aquarius. Back to the blueprint. Back to the blueprint. What is the blueprint of the divine? The blueprint of the divine is that she is the creator of all things. The primordial force of all creation is feminine. She is the chooser, the creator. She created out of herself another being to meet her in the masculine form so that she could walk the planet Earth and then continue to create and have this, what people call twin flames and soulmates, all of that kind of shit, right? But the feminine created that to see herself in the masculine. And boy, nobody says that shit. And it feels, the Bible is actually flipped upside down. It says that God created the masculine created, but we can see right now that the masculine is not giving birth to anything. Not in that way. And I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just doing the work to bring myself back to the blueprint so that I can access the energy that is needed to create life, as which is what women do in our bodies all of the time. We're constantly doing it. But I'm just talking about the energetic way of doing it. So, I would love to hear what y'all have to say about this, how this feels. I mean, it's just something. Oh, like I feel drunk saying it out loud. I feel drunk. I am a creator. Yes. So, I feel like this between the masculine and feminine. I also feel like this in the conversation around race, like Black people, we're looking for permission to be the fucking thing that we are. What the fuck is that? The masculine is there to express what will impress the feminine and allow them both to grow for me. Yes. Woo! So, here we are. The moon, when I checked both the moon was also at 13 degrees of Capricorn. This is about structures and personal authority, Capricorn, and the intelligence, right? So I'm teaching this Pluto Retrograde course. It's a 6-month course. I want to encourage you guys to join it. It's a 6-month course, and it's just the rituals. And the rituals to get your personal power back. Here's what we're working on, getting your personal power back so that we can, and here's the thing, this work is for the masculine and the feminine, because when the masculine can lean into the feminine aspect of itself, then it gets its power back. Otherwise, we're all functioning in this old, outdated construct that no longer serves us. So the masculine is as much in need of leaning into its own deep feminine power so that it can begin to generate a new reality as well. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. So the class, the Pluto and Retrograde class, I encourage you to sign up on May 3rd. The next moon cycle starts. We're going to be working with the new moon in Taurus, full moon in Sagittarius. This is the energy around value. Around value is about money and, how you create money. And, this is another thing, like realizing that for me, I've been in this conversation because it's like, what am I waiting on? What am I giving the permission to? Like, so many of us are like, I would do this, but I need money. I can't do it because of money, right? If you are leaning into your feminine energy, you can generate abundance and prosperity because you call it to yourself. This is the thing. We don't need permission from any outside force. This is what I'm talking about. This being in the reality that we don't need permission. The yin, the yin, and the yang, and the yang and the yin. Yes, but the circle around that yin and the yang and the yang and the yin is the feminine. The circle that is around those two pops are feminine. And the feminine created within herself the feminine and the masculine. So that yin and yang thing is really something. I love that we're all talking about this is what we're working on. Yes. Okay, so I just invited you to register for the Pluto retrograde course. Like I said, it's really self-taught. I'll be doing videos and just offering like where your, it's like taking your personal power back. So I personally have Pluto in the 6th house in Virgo. And so it's like that the Pluto in Capricorn is retrograding in my 10th house. So it's around taking my power back in my work in this field, right? Like, it's like I've been following, and I love all the teachers that have taught me. I've learned so much from everyone. And some people are just teaching the wrong shit. They're just teaching us into the same paradigm that we've been in. It's like motherfuckers saying, let's go march for freedom and protest. That's old shit. It don't work. We need new solutions for a new energetic time. That's what needs to happen. And that's what we're up to. New solutions, new ways of being. And how do you source that? When I'm sitting with, I'm like, people, like, if you don't understand the astrology, then your mind is just naturally going to go into the old way of being. It's just what happens. So let's see. I felt this conflict for so long. My sun in Cancer, but my moon and rising are in Capricorn. I often find myself struggling to find acceptance from others and myself for being so outspoken for women. Yes. We need to uproot the current system, starting from the bottom up, because that is right. The current system is dead. Let me tell you, we don't even need to uproot it. We need to uproot it out of our consciousness, which is what we're uproot it out of your mindset. And then let's just get started building the other thing, because it's done with. I love it when she starts cursing. Oh my God, that's so hilarious. So anyway, y'all, I just came in live today. I thought this would be a really great way to be here today, and I'm just in love with you all, and I'm so ready. I just want y'all to know, like, here's my vision, right? Here's my vision. So my vision is that I am creating a school for mystics, for people who are committed to embodying and promoting the feminine energy on the planet at this time. I don't care who's doing it. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. And what's feminine energy? Feminine energy is art, Feminine energy is nature. Feminine energy is holistic healing. Feminine energy is new technologies and ways of being that connect us and not fucking divide us. Feminine energy is internal and deep. It includes all things. It does not exclude anything. So this is what it is. My vision is that I'm going to create a school and a community built upon these principles that are going to allow us to go out into the world and teach others how to begin to use their internal power to generate a reality that is in service not only to themselves, but to the well-being of all, because that is what the age of Aquarius is. But it means that you have to be true to yourself. You cannot fucking try to be going along to fucking get along. You can't be in that old shit. Aquarius says we're on some new shit. Is it new? Is it new? If you're trying to march and protest, bye with that. Yeah, so the School for Mystics, I also see myself being a bank of my own. Like, if you ever go do your human design, go check out human design. I'm not a human design astrologer, but I've done human design. Western astrology is my tool, but human design, I have the connection of the heart to where you have an infinite amount of money. That's what I have in human design. It's a really amazing link where I literally am just connected to abundance, right? And so I want to fund businesses that are geared towards holistic healing and transformation. That's another, that I have a desire to give money to people who are about creating new businesses and industries that are earth friendly and human friendly and gender friendly and inclusive. That's a part of what my vision is. I just feel like it takes my breath away to think that, I can just see myself writing checks, and just, what's your plan and how can I support? Like, that's my vision, to be able to do that out in the world, and to really create an environment where families understand their astrology and the astrology of their children, so that we're not forcing our children into old ways of being that don't fucking matter or have value anymore. Like, what the fuck is this that we have been forcing our children into systems that are eating their souls? Like, what? Right? And here's the thing. What I desire is not some kumbaya shit. I don't. We are individuals, and we get to bring all of that into this experience. That is what we're here to do. So bringing everyone together to heal. Okay, I think I said everything. Intelligence, the 13th degree. Saturn at the 13th degree and the moon at the 13th degree of Capricorn. Intelligence. There is a divine intelligence within us all. Each and every one of us has a divine intelligence that is alive and active, and that has us exactly where we're supposed to be. There are no mistakes. You're right here. This is what's happening and unfolding is what's supposed to be happening. There is an intelligence within and behind this. I just want to say that. So looking forward to meeting you one day, because my whole damn life, that's okay. I say all these callings, and absolutely. So I think I've said everything. Go register for Pluto Retrograde class and the 13 moons for this month. I teach this stuff in these classes. I teach us how to get there, because there is a lot that we have to let go of. We have generational karma and shit. You know what I mean? We've been in this system for 400 years, and that stuff doesn't just fall off. I mean, it can if you're committed, right? For the young ones. But for those of us, here's the thing. One day I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm only 40 something. I'm going to be here for another fucking 60 years. What am I going to do with my life? I got to break out. It was like I had to break out of that old system. I had to just, Nelson Mandela, get free. It's like out of a consciousness, get free in my mind from a way of being, because what we're told to think and what is really true don't even match. Don't even match. It's all aligned to some white man's fantasy of having his own dream come true. That's what America is. Some white man's reality. So let's build our own reality. They built one, it worked for them for 400 years. It's over with now. So now let's build one of our own that is inclusive, that is not about, hierarchies and power grabbing, but that is really about creating a world for ourselves and our children and the earth itself that actually fucking works. Why not? We're intelligent. We're connected to source. We can do it. All right, y'all. I'm done. All right. Peace and blessings. How do I get out of here? Let me see. I don't even know. Okay. Bye.